Y'all, here for Empire Season 2 episode. I don't remember what episode it is. I'll figure it out when I put it on the title. Say hi. Say your normal hi. Say your normal hi. She's a mess. But anyways, getting to this episode. Episode was kind of confusing because nobody really knows what happened with Hakeem, but we kind of got to see like the continuation. First of all, before I go into the review, whoever said the World Series was on this week also, I hate you. Because I thought Empire wasn't coming back this week. So, like a couple of things I wanted to do this Wednesday, I was like, I'm going to push it back. Because I didn't even know until, a couple of hours before Empire came on that it was back on. And I'm like, whoever said Empire is not coming on this week, I hate you. You're not funny. It's not a joke to me. But whatever. Whatever. Anyway, Empire is back after a week hiatus due to the World Series. But, yeah. So, in this episode, we basically see who kidnapped Hakeem and, why. And it was 3 guys that kidnapped him. And Hakeem trying to be big, bad, and tough, himself. And they punched him in the face. They put on these masks and they took off their shirts. And we see like this tattoo. It looked like a cow head sign or something like that or whatever. So I guess they're like some type of gang or something. Girl, if you gotta sit down. So yeah, I guess they're like some type of gang or something. So then from there, Cookie and Lucius were getting like video recordings or like live feed or whatever of Hakeem on their phone as messages. So at first Cookie is thinking that Lucius had something to do with it. Lucius is like, nah, this ain't me, Cookie. I wouldn't go this low, kidnap my own child and hold him ransom, So him and Cookie for a split second, for a moment, they work together and they're trying to find Hakeem. So it really just jumped from like Hakeem being beat up by these dudes to Hakeem all of a sudden he's not in the van and they're looking for the person who dropped him off and let him out the van. And the guy was like, well, somebody paid me to let him out. And the guy said he wanted to get out, something like that. So next thing you know, we see Hakeem like roaming the streets or whatever. His eye is like done for. And then we see Anika. She's on the phone with somebody, clearly upset. And she's walking to her house. So we see Hakeem, when she gets to her apartment building, Hakeem is standing outside her apartment building. All of a sudden, he goes to her and he just starts kissing her. And then I guess they went and they had sex. So I was like, what the hell? Like, I was so confused. So now when the Lions all got together and they finally got to Hakeem, Hakeem wasn't really giving up any details or anything. He really wasn't saying much of what was happening. He was acting like his eye injury was nothing. But you could tell he's clearly still pissed off about what happened. So the whole episode, he's like, like he's jacked up. Like his mental is jacked up. Like something is wrong. Like they drugged him or something, which I think they did. And the whole entire time, he's like hallucinating and having flashbacks and all of that. He's rapping and he's punching walls and whatnot. So, like later on, him and Cookie met up they met up with the guys. Hakeem pulls a gun out on them. And Cookie is like, no, don't shoot them. I don't want anything to happen to you. I'll step in front of the bullet and let myself die before I let anything happen to you. And I'm like, yeah, that's what mothers do. That's how we are. We would rather go than you go, So Cookie is just trying to do things her way, the proper way, so that nothing will happen to Hakeem. So still, everybody is like, what the heck is wrong with Hakeem? Like, why is he like gone like crazy all of a sudden? Somebody put 2 and 2 together on Twitter and basically said that Hakeem was raped by the gang, and to prove his manhood so that he wouldn't feel as violated as he already did, he went and he had sex with Anika. And I'm like, oh, it makes sense now. It makes sense, because I'm like, it went from that scene straight to him, straight to Cookie and Lucius trying to find the driver who took him out of the van, who let him out of the van, and then it went to him and Anika. So everybody was confused, because I know I sure enough was. And as I was scrolling up and down my timeline, I wasn't the only one. But somebody had said, yeah, he was raped, he was drugged, so that's why he's losing his mind. So while all of this is going on, Cookie is planning a big Apple Jam for the new artist at the Lion Dynasty. And also Lucius is looking to sign, like, no, not Lucius, Andre being like the new president of Gutter Life or whatever. So in the beginning, like, the first scene was Becky and, you know, her boo thing, and they like outside on the rooftop, you know, hanky panky. And, you know, everybody had jokes about Becky because, you know, she a big girl. And I'm like, y'all hating on that. Look, big girls need love too. You know, there's somebody out here for everybody. Why y'all acting like that? Big girls need love too. So y'all need to stop. But yeah, wait, what is this? Why are they showing the guys from I Love New York? Where's my TV remote? I don't even know what's going on right now. Oh, they showing the best moments from reunion shows. I'm like, oh, this is the soup. Okay. I was so confused just now. Okay, yeah, anyway. And this little girl hopping all over the place. But yeah. Back to what I was saying. So yeah. So come to find out, the guy that she's talking to and she's with on the rooftop, he's an artist that is like one of the artists that Andre sees that he wants to interview to get like a better feel of. And everybody else was just like, you know. So Andre, you know, he's basically slinging around his authority since he's president. And, you know, Becky is like side-eyeing the whole thing. She feels like Andre doesn't even know what he's doing. So the guy that Becky was with, he introduced himself as Jay Proper. Jay Papa or Jay Proper? I don't know. But, he was like, you know, Andre is like, well, what does the J stand for? Like, you know, jury, you know, basically your typical name. And he was like, no, it stands for Job because that's my name. So now, you know, since Andre is, you know, baptized, he's saved, they have a bond, they have a connection, they're both Christians. So, you know, it's very rare that you find an artist who is into Christianity. So Andre saw that as an opportunity to like give him a chance to like, I mean, I don't think he signed him, but I think he did, like, you know, he put him in the big Apple Jam or whatever and let him rap, and he was rapping a Bible verse or whatever. And Lucius is basically like, what the hell is this? You know, because Lucius, I'm gonna assume, is an atheist. Like, he doesn't believe in God. So yeah, so when they get to the big Apple Jam, when they get to the big, it looked like it was a mixture of artists from the Lion Dynasty and artists from, oh, damn it, it's the name of the show, Empire. Brain fart. Yeah, so it looked like it was a mixture of both. So, Hakeem got up there and he performed with his girls, what was they called? I forgot the name of his girl group. Menage something. I don't know. I forgot the damn name. I'm like having complete brain farts tonight. I don't know why. But yeah, he's up there performing with his group, and Cookie and Lucius were afraid that he wasn't going to be able to do it, but he pulled through. Jay Proper came up and he performed, and his performance was nice. And it was Frida's turn. It was like basically some guy in the audience like heckling her, making fun of her, and she kicked dude right in the face. And I'm like, oh my god, this girl is a firecracker. She's a firecracker. So, you know, Andre is like, see, you know, basically giving his opinion. This is why we shouldn't have, you know, involved her. You keep going after this girl. She's clearly a firecracker. He said, this is why you put me in charge. He was like, no, he said, this is why. Well, he basically told Andre, because I can't remember what he said word for word. He was like, I placed you in charge. I didn't make you the boss. You know the difference. And I'm like, well, damn, Andre. He basically is just using one of his sons, again, as a pawn. And this is, you know, I guess Andre felt like this was his way of gaining his father's respect. And yet again, Lucius basically gave him the middle finger, like, no, don't think that you're bigger than what you are, because what I put you as is not, you know, basically you're not the boss. You're not the big dog. I just put you in charge. That doesn't mean you're the boss, okay? So I'm like, dang, Andre. It's like no matter what, and I think Jamal and Andre get the short end of the stick. And I mean, Hakeem is small. Hakeem is the baby. He's spoiled, so he gets his way, whatever he wants. But it's like now that Hakeem is not really on Lucius' side, he's more so with Cookie. Lucius sees that he can't, how he treats Hakeem, how he treats Jamal and Andre, he sees that he can't, you know, do that with Hakeem. So, yeah, it's like Jamal and Andre feel like they have to do the craziest stuff just to get his approval. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. So, basically Cookie and Sandino, because I still don't know his name, so I said I'm gonna call him Sandino until I know his name. And so Cookie and Sandino, they getting pretty close or whatever. He was down with her when that whole robbery and everything took place. So now, you know, Cookie is basically like, so what are we doing? Are we together? Are we messing around? What are we doing? So as they're about to get, you know, hook up or whatever, the camera turns, he took his shirt off, and the camera goes on his back, and what is on his back? The god-daggone tattoo of the same group of guys who kidnapped Hakeem. So that means that this dude is basically like infiltrating, like he's getting in good with Cookie so that he can, you know, basically, I guess, rob her blind or sidetrack her, like, you know. And I'm like, oh my God, Cookie, you sleeping with the enemy, girl. You sleeping with the devil. Like, oh man. So, you know, and that was basically how the episode ended. And I mean, it was a really, really good episode. Like, it kept people on their toes, and it really did have us all like, oh, like, you know, that old factor that Empire had, like, every episode the first season. So, you know, people are starting to come around and watch it again, and then some people are like, yeah, it's starting to pick up. Honestly, I liked it. I liked the second season since it came back on. You know, I like Empire. It's a pretty good show. Sometimes it does take a little while to build up. But I was looking on their Instagram, and they're saying, like, I think it's like 4 episodes left of the season. What the deuce? It hasn't even been, well, technically speaking, yeah, I think it might be the same amount of episodes as the first season. But usually when they do second seasons of shows, it be more episodes in the second season. Like, I think Empire's first season had like a total of 10 or 12 episodes, and I think this season is like maybe 10. I don't know. But I'm like, geez, already? Like, y'all only gonna have 4 episodes left? But whatever. But so far, the second season seems pretty good. It's pretty good to me, and that was a good episode. And next week's episode, like, is gonna be crazy. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that was Empire season 2. Like I said, episode whatever. I'll put it in the description when I figure it out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.